Dear friends, this week we read the portion of Vayetzei, and it talks about the life of Yaakov, Jacob, the third of the patriarchs. As he was beginning to come on his own, he left his parents' home, and he leaves Israel, and he's heading towards his uncle's home, a place called Haran, which our sages tell us refers to Charon Av Shel Olam. It's a place that aroused God's being upset because the people there were immoral and the values were totally against the values that God wanted people to live with. And Yaakov is coming there in his mid-age and in his young mid-age to be able to live out his life, to look for a wife, to build a home, to build a family, to build success and wealth. And the Torah tells us that as he's leaving Israel, he lays down to rest, and he has a dream. But the Torah tells us that before he had the dream, when he lay down to rest, Vayikach me'avnei hamakom, he took from all the stones that were around there, he took a number of stones and he put it under his head, or he surrounded his head with these stones, and he went to sleep. And then after he woke up and he had a dream and he realized that this was a dream with the message from God, it's a godly place. And as we're told, this was the place where the temples will be built, Mount Moriah. At that point, he makes a vow, he's going to follow God's way. And he says that this stone that I had slept on will be a godly stone, dedicated to God. And the question is, before we heard, he took a number of stones. Now he's talking about one stone. What's really going on? And why would the Torah even tell us who cares about stones? And we're talking about sleeping, a dream. Who cares if he had stones around him, he didn't have? What's the message? And there's a very powerful message here. Yaakov is going away from his parents' home, and he has stones. We have stones in our heart. We have hard feelings. We feel that we're being dragged down. We feel that there are issues facing us that are going to pull us down. They're not going to allow us to move forward. They're going to weigh us down. Yaakov felt many stones in his life. He felt he has to get married, he has to start a life, he has to make a living, he has to build a family, he has to remain religious. And he felt so many stones. How am I going to carry all of these things with me, and how am I going to overcome all of these challenges and all of these problems? But when Yaakov had his dream and he recognized that he's in a godly place, he recognized that wherever he goes, God says, I am going to be with you. He recognized at the end that these are not stones that weigh you down. These are not obstacles that stop you from achieving what you want to do, but on the contrary, he realized that this is all one stone, one block that he allows him to turn his life into becoming a much stronger person. That these challenges is what make you as a person. Yaakov was the most successful of the forefathers. He had a beautiful family of 12 great children, all following the Jewish way, because he realized that every challenge was an opportunity to be able to strengthen his own Judaism, to face adversity and to overcome and to win over the enemy and to turn them into your people, to turn them into your friends. And this was the story of the Jewish people as lived through Yaakov, and the story of every one of us. We face challenges, we face obstacles, but if you look at them like just a challenge and not an obstacle, then you'll be able to turn it around, overcome, will make you stronger. And be'evan hazot, this becomes your rock, this becomes your strength, that you're able to accomplish whatever you need to. So I want to wish you a Shabbat Shalom. I love you all. May God bless you. Shabbat in Montreal is 3:58 p.m.